it? Who is it? These niggas, boy, I tell you. It don't sound like Bella. Shut the fuck up and listen to the clip.
When all she needed was some fucking help. Come on, bruh. This shit is... Y'all are vile individual. And then be mad. But I got the nerve and the audacity to disrespect me when I come in a motherfucking room and be mad about it. Girl, fuck you. Give a fuck about that shit you own. The fuck? You was wrong then. You and that ugly ass bitch next to you is wrong now. And I didn't have a problem saying it twice. Both of y'all are fucking wrong. Hippie too. He's wrong.
Oh.
The way that lady got handled and that shit got spun, it was
wrong. Thank you, Nurse Double D.
Double dipping because that lady asked for help. But ain't got no problem begging when you need some. What? Girl. Now y'all done got real motherfucking quick with it. I'm gonna hold a box battle. So everybody else get money and I'll just get my 10% and be all right with that. It's still begging.
Pause. Realist, come off of mute, babe, because that is a great question. So is there a form of begging? Is it all just begging?
Child, because at the end of the day, if that's the case, we all begging. If that's the case, AJ, you beg just like me, girl.
In what way would you classify what exactly would AJ be doing that's classified as begging?
They have to pay dues that go up after a certain hour. They have dues. Y'all have to pay dues. Y'all have to hit the live go. Like, what are you talking about? So my thing is, so why can't Pookie press the live button and create her a community where she can get support?
But you do know that it's not an obligation. It is optional.
And when is it? When do I ever? When is it ever an obligation for the real world to put money in my pocket? I never make it an obligation for them. So when have you heard me begging?
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't be hearing nobody beg if it was up to me to answer the question. But she mentioned that the box battles, she said that people be slick begging by doing box battles just because they know they're going to get that little cut.
And what? And I do a box battle because I'm like, yep, I know I want my little TikTok check to be a little fatter next week. Let me go on and do me a box battle on Friday. What's tea?
Okay, so I think what she's saying is it sort of kind of maybe look like if you getting your hustle in one way, you know what I mean, sliding in the DMs, asking for a couple dollars, might be somebody else's hustle.
And that's cool too, so we can argue about it at court.
Hey, ain't that why we here? Let's continue to listen, shall we? Go back on mute, baby.
Somebody said, what if she lied to you? Who lied to me? What are you talking about? Hey, Blazing B. The whole idea that she was double dipping is a dumbass idea. She can ask anybody that she wants for motherfucking help. This is a free app that she accesses on her phone that she pay for. That's dumb. Everybody asking me the person asking me what if she lied to me? I guess you're talking about Pookie. It's an elaborate lie. I just told you I've been talking to Pookie since August 12th of 2024. And she's not asked me for a thing, done nothing but support me. Nothing but support me. Times are hard now. So she reached out and she asked a lot of people. Because I didn't even know that she had done asked me. I didn't even see it in my inbox until yesterday. I didn't even see it until yesterday. Just happened upon the shit. After all of this stuff done went down, Pookie inboxed me and said, thank you. I wanted to have a conversation with you or tell you something. And I clicked it and I'm like, oh, damn, I've been talking to Pookie. I didn't know, I didn't remember the name. She had already asked me and it was all the way in all of my shit, of all of this shit in my inbox. I didn't even see it. She asked everybody. She was desperate. For y'all trying to tell me that the lady I can't. Sometimes you just gotta let people be people. That's what you gotta do. Cause this is sad and pathetic that a motherfucker be this mad cause they got asked to stop. The fuck? You made friends with this woman. She has lupus and cancer. And you're mad because someone asked you to stop? Am I tripping?
Y'all honestly can't hear what AJ saying over the music? Y'all can't hear for real? Not the disco balls in the chat.
We can hear it. We can hear it.
Child, they being childish in that audience gear.
You cussing, spitting, disrespectful, mad because I asked you to stop allowing a panel full of people who don't know your friend to talk about her and say things that they don't know to be true? You're mad? Come on, bro. Y'all. Fuck them. I don't give a fuck about them talking about it was my motherfucking approach. When I went up on that panel, all I did was ask that it stop. I didn't say nothing crazy. I didn't say nothing bad. I explained this woman's situation. You don't watch people take their last breath. That's good people. Let me tell you something. Them wards is filled with people that it ache your soul to watch go. Some of the best people. And it be shit like a $400 fucking treatment that they can't afford to ride and to stay when they get there that they can go get to give them 6 months, 2 years. That lady was desperate. They did too much. I'm just annoyed at this whole thing. And for you to be spitting mad over there, really spot that shit, bro. Some of y'all gotta really look, bro. Some of y'all gotta really look deeper within. For real. Double deep. The nerve of y'all, bro. We all double, quadrupled dip. I know I do. The other night, I dipped so many times, I was in Jade Live asking people for $10. Can you send me $10? Can you send me $10? We all guilty of fucking dipping in. The fuck? I wish Jay would have came off her mic. Don't ask my supporters. Everybody's supporters be everywhere. I touch in each room, them green lights lit the fuck up. What I'm gonna tell my people, don't be over there loving on each other if they like that lady? Is you crazy? Some of y'all get.
All right. I think we have the gist of it. But just so we are clear, shout out to the vloggers. If a vlogger felt the need to put that music on to that capacity, chances are because they don't want the video to get motherfucking flagged. So, if you would like to hear the audio in peace, might just have to tone down on the cussing now, won't we? But nonetheless, so Realist, after you heard what she had to say, doesn't sound personal, right? It just sounds like she felt like Pookie is no different than anybody else.
It sounds like she don't know what the fuck she talking about. Just like she didn't know what the fuck she was talking about when she came up in my live that night. That's the thing. If you want to understand it, then understand it. Like I said, Pookie was not kicked out because of begging for money. That came out in the midst of me complaining. I don't like that she's spreading this narrative that, I'm like anybody that come off of mute and ask for or put their cash up in the chat or woo, that I'm going to say something to them or I get mad at them. Or I'm not even like that. Anybody that ever hang out in my room know that I'm not like that. I never even cussed the girl out for asking my supporters for help. That is not the case. That is not the case. So the fact that she's trying to take this narrative and spin it is her fucking problem. And this is always her problem. Like she came up in my panel talking about, I think you did too much too fast. That's always AJ's problem. She do too much too fucking too fast. I was never mad. That was not what I was mad about. What I was mad about is the fact that Pookie would wait till I'm live. Pookie would literally wait till I'm live and then say that she called me. She will request say that she called me because it was an emergency. So I stopped my live. And the last time that this happened is when I really got fed up with it because it happens so regularly. It's been happening for the past 3 months on a regular basis. So I was having my men's live or whatever. And she came up there and she said it's an emergency, real. I tried to call your phone. I did not even get a call from her. I said, I would have picked up, Pookie. I ain't get no call from you. Hold on, Royale, hold it down for me while I go call her real quick. So I call her. She said, well, it's fine now. I mean, you doing your little show. You do your little show. And I guess you could just hit me later or something. Woo. And I'm like, Pookie, is everything okay? Everything is fine. But I didn't know you was doing the show. So I guess. And so we got off the phone. So I come back to my live. I'm sorry, y'all. So then she came back up there. And she was trying to be a part of the thing. And I was just telling her, I was explaining to her no, the women are not allowed to make statements or opinions about the men today. It's all the men talking. So she got mad about that. So I'm live later that night, 3:00 in the morning. I go grab my bowl of soup out the microwave and literally I come back. It's been all of a minute and a half, 2 minutes. I come back and she's crying, telling them how Real wasn't there because she called and she just got so much going on and basically guilt tripping them for me not being there for her. Whole time I'm there for her and never mind the shit that I got going on. And she knows what shit that I got going on, but never mind all of the shit that I got going on. I just got to be there for you when you want me to be there for you every time that you want me to be there for you. So I got upset. And so I started venting. Then she dropped out of the panel before me and her could even talk about it while I'm venting. Cause I'm like, Pookie, I know you're not sitting up here crying and telling them that I did not pick up the phone for you. And I stopped my live to call you back. So she dropped out of the fucking live. And so then after that, the next day she comes up like nothing ever happens. And she was like, Real, I want to talk about this. And I was like, I'm not, the way you dropped out the live last night and you didn't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it right now, Pookie. I'm enjoying myself, having a good vibe. I don't want to talk about it. Then next thing you know, that the next day after that, we on day 3, she up in Mermaid's live. trying to get them to talk about me because she had been calling and texting my phone, but I wasn't responding. So that's really, it's just a cross of my boundaries. That was really my problem with Pookie, was her crossing my boundaries. So now when I'm telling them about her crossing my boundaries, and Pookie's in the panel while I'm saying this, like, it's just as simple. If somebody say they don't want to talk, just give them time, like, period, point blank. And so I'm saying this, that was a cross of my boundaries. And in the midst of me saying that, that's when other people came, and I'm like, yeah, they said, yeah, and I feel like she crossed your boundaries because she hit my DM and asked me for this. And so the one person said it, and then other people started coming out saying that. That's where that even came from. That's literally where that derived from. I promise y'all. I'm not cussing nobody out for asking for no help or asking for no money or nothing. When I told her I couldn't help her, that's exactly what it was. I'm a straightforward, blunt person. I said, I can't help you, Pookie. I thought I would be able to help you, but I can't help you because I got too much shit going on, and shit just keep adding on to my plate. So I will not be able to help you. I didn't give a damn about her asking. She even went up to Hippie Lab and was like, yeah, I'm going through this. If y'all can help me. I don't give a damn about that. I didn't say nothing to her about that. So no, I'm not spitting mad at her asking supporters for help or reaching around or reaching out and asking for help. That is not why I'm mad. I'm mad about the manipulation, and that's exactly what you're doing, AJ. You're trying to fucking manipulate. That's the problem. I don't like the way she moving. That's what had me spit mad, AJ, and her actions. And then it's still after. She ain't had to say nothing about me, but the way that you act, you're wrong. No, girl, you're wrong. And you just don't like to admit when you are wrong. Period, point blank. I know when I'm wrong or not, and I do have a heart. I ain't did shit wrong to Pookie. I ain't did her wrong at all. And they did not just sit up there and bash about you letting all these people say all these things. On the contrary, they all know. They all been there. They all been there for months in my room for hours and hours at a time when I'm live. They all been there. They all seen everything. So what do you mean that they don't know what they fucking talking about? You don't know what you're talking about, AJ.
Yeah, and the reason why the thing with her accent, the reason why the whole thing about her accent really supporters, because I was just like, well, you're saying that she's a bad friend, she don't never help you or nothing like that, when you're like anybody that comes to sit on the panel, it seems like you're asking those people that come sit on the panel for money. Like, if I would have never came up there and asked Real, like, hey, what's your CA to contribute to the real world? Like, you know, her little 1-2 that, you know, everybody has. It's like, would you ever would have DM me and told me that? Because you ain't even say, hey, how you doing? Sis, you just say, hey, this my CA. Like, you know, so that was the reason why, you know, that was brought up, because it's like, girl, you saying all of this about how she's such a badass friend, but a badass friend would have checked you from the door about you going behind her back and asking people that she has no idea about for funds. Cause that shit had me, now the real reason I came to Real about it, cause that shit had me thinking, shit, well, this the first time I asked, I'm you know what I mean? I'm asking her about her CA. And the next thing you know, somebody that I know that be on her panel is asking me about sending something to her. So that shit had me thinking like, oh shit, they in cahoots together with this shit. Let me figure out what the fuck going on. And that was it, and that was all, you know? But it's a thing though, like, right? So I just want to say, like, what if it was Dr. Dutch's inbox that got messaged? Because people get in the uproar when people message her about fucking money. Oh, y'all shouldn't be doing that. Y'all shouldn't. So what's the difference? It's because I'm a comment cousin. I don't get the same protection as she does when it comes to her pocketbook. So yeah, that's about it.
But so my point of that was to say that the whole money thing was funny. I wasn't that just angry, mad about the money thing. That was more entertaining and fun. The way that the screenshots was coming out, the receipts was coming, I'm like, this shit funny. I thought it was fucking funny. So, and I even told Pookie when she came up to my panel, like, you're going on the docket, you're going to court. And she knew that, like, she was cool with that. Like, everything was cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, so I originally was mad at something totally different. When all the receipts was coming out about the money, I'm like, oh yeah, we ain't never been to court. The real world ain't never been to court. Let's take this to one of these court cases, either accountability court or it's a neutral court. And then Nene was like, ooh, FOE live right now. Let's go over there. Let's take it up. That's exactly what it was supposed to be. And it got turned into way worse. Now we picking on a sick woman.
Okay. I don't want y'all to hear me chewing on these chips, child. So here's my thing. With the situation with Pookie, the money, she only got help from 2 people. But since then, oh, that was fire. Thank you. I see you waited till I got off of me to do that. Appreciate you, baby. Thank you all for the gifts and help with the goal and all that. But yes, realist, I do think that this situation with you and AJ escalated. I feel like if anything, Nene, you were just up here. I would like to know what your beef is with AJ, because listening to that clip, I ain't gonna hold you, son. You got some pressure. So, have you always had an issue with AJ? I am curious about. Oh, speaking of Pookie, she is here. Good day, good evening.
Good evening.
Let's go, Michael, with the gallery. Thank you so much for helping with the gallery. If y'all want to help Michael out, by all means. All right, so Pookie, thank you so much for appearing. Yes, the topic of conversation is around you, about you. You're technically not on the docket. However, the reason why this docket exists is centered around you. Would you like to speak on your own behalf? As we already know, AJ was going to speak as your representative. Nene, she felt how she felt, but maybe we need to just hear directly from you. What's going on? Why do they feel like... Yeah, go ahead.
You definitely can join us, because I did talk to her, but I'm definitely woman enough to speak.
Okay, bet. So Pookie, I would just like to know. Okay, Jen with the well. So Pookie, can you just help us understand how it got to this point where they're feeling like you're playing games when it comes to asking for financial help? How did we get there?
So the playing games, I'm not sure where that came from. I heard that I was stealing people's supporters, begging from people's supporters. I don't know, but this whole sickness, I think me and Realist discussed it. Not just me and her. Other ones. She additionally was supposed to help with, for me to book the appointment, and it was initially $100 to book the appointment, and that was what she was gonna give if once she got paid and understood she had some other stuff come up, and it wasn't no problem. And I had been talking to her. She was like, "You can go live and do different things to ask for help." Again, I'm not a let's say I don't be getting up there live to do that. I did tell her that, and she did host like battles and different things like that. And I think I came in when she just said picking on a sick woman. Well, I don't think anybody's picking on me because I'm grown, and I can handle my own for sure. All of this extra just seemed a little bit embarrassing from those who once called themselves friends or whatever. Everybody just was on one accord, and then just all began to blow up. So I'm not sure what the problem is. It was text on the, so when I say on the back end, thank you, Erica. I was saying on the back end, and however, it's not something that goes away, because like today, I just got home from treatment, so it don't just go away, y'all. The appointments were going to go to like the Cancer Centers of America, and they are they specialize in what is going on, because I had these things frozen long ago. I think my oldest child is 30, so this was done long ago, and it's just then came back again. I spoke when I sent out the message. I subtracted what people said they would do. Right, it was the initial amount to what came from my insurance, because I do have insurance and all of that. Right. However, since I've been sick,
Eugene, go ahead.
Since I've been sick, I have maybe worked very few. Oh, I can't even tell you how many days. It ain't even been that many. However, it's once the short term. I think it was, yeah. Well, it's gonna be long term, but I had to wait and do the short term first. So I don't think that was the initial. Once the check post, then I would have some income coming in. Some income, not what I was used to, but just some over what I did have. So I don't know. Tara, what was the question? She said, how did this all come about?
Okay, so Pookie, I would like to ask, as far as one, how is your health right now? Let's start there.
I mean, I still, I'm fine. I mean, I cut up. I'm still Pookie, but it's still there. I mean, I ain't gonna let it. Do I be depressed? Do I be going through it about it? Yeah, but I ain't gonna let it defeat me.
Okay, how do you feel as far as, I'm not sure if you was listening in, but respectfully, how do you feel about Realist and a few others that you interact with saying they basically don't believe that you're really in the situation that you're in?
That's the problem now. That's where I'm at now. Like, because we all talked about this. So we ain't even gonna say, oh, me and Willis talked about it.
Yeah, because I was about to say, Pookie, Pookie, when that situation first happened, right? I didn't know you from a can of paint. Like, I did not know you at all. Like, I didn't even like say hello or how you doing. I simply went up there and say, hey, I'm saying my real preparations, girl. I like your room. I want to support. And then you inboxed me out of nowhere. And then you told me that this was your cash app, how much money you needed, right? And then you said it was for seed treatment. Mm-hmm. Then you came back and you told me, you was like, no, it's for a procedure and the flu. You told me it was for a procedure and the flu, and that.
Hold on, Nina. Let me put this up. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then you were like, hey, I have it all. I just wanted to let you know I have it all. I don't need it. Just give me $45 on the side. And I was like, I didn't answer because I was just like, okay,
I'm gonna screenshot it. It's okay. Okay, go ahead. But you can go ahead.
Yeah, I was just like, that's that. I was just like, you know what, that this is just a little too, like it made me raise my eyebrow a little bit because I'm like, okay, this has happened like literally in 24 hours. You went from, hey, I need the 145 to no, I don't need it. I have it all. Just give me a little $45 on the side.
Didn't even start at 145. That wasn't the text at all, but.
It was the text message.
I'm a screenshot it for you. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, Pookie. And I told you, I said, hey, my nigga Pookie, like, keep it real. Like, if you know what I mean? Like, hey, you don't have to do that, whatever, like that to me, especially because, like they said, I ain't no doc. I don't be throwing money on this motherfucker, and I don't got money like that. But if that's something you genuinely need, then you know what I mean? Like,
we discussed that when you said that I sent the message, or you discussed it.
Pookie, it was on the Realist panel.
Because you said you didn't know me.
Hold on, let me just say this real quick. Downstairs they can't hear you clear, Pookie. I don't know if you like covering your mic or something when you talk, but they can't hear you clearly downstairs.
I'm not. I'm talking normal. Sorry.
Do you have earbuds in?
Nope.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it just sounds a little more. I mean, I'm listening.
It tends to sound. I think they say it. Let me take this case off of it.
Well, can I ask a question? Oh, Pookie, were you finished? I'll let you need. Go ahead.
Just saying right here, I scribbled your number out too because I didn't want like I'm not into doxing or no shit like that. But Pookie, this is what was sent to me. So, like, you in court, you say you saw a mass message out to everyone, and that's not what you did. That's not the mass message that I was sent.
Bella, you got the message, right?
Well, you said I have it. Hold on, check.
Yeah, you got it.
The number scribbled out, y'all. I am not indoxing nobody. Like, that's not it, you know.
It was in the DM, so will my number pop up?
Oh, you told me your number, Pookie. You told me to call you.
And then it was you had said that you had sent out a mass message, but it was separate DMs to everyone. But I just have a question regarding over at the fish aquarium, because I didn't even know, you know what I'm saying? I had, introduced you to them. I didn't even know that you had hit all of them up. You get what I'm saying? And that was in November for the 4 and some change, like 425. But it was the week of Thanksgiving. Oh, it was the week of Thanksgiving. Oh, go ahead. I'll let you finish. Go ahead.
No, I was saying it was before, but go ahead.
No, it was in September, October, November. It was in November. I've got the.
I mean, when you said the week of Thanksgiving, I was saying it was before, but go ahead.
Right, I know, but you had informed them that you had that it was you had. I guess it was the week of Thanksgiving. You had told them that you were on your way to Dallas, and it was that night. And so when I had spoke with them, when they had gave me that information, because I didn't ask for it, I didn't know anything that was going on until they asked me, "How are you doing?" Because you had the procedure, and I was like, "Well, I didn't know." She didn't say anything, about that you were having a procedure. And it was that week of Thanksgiving, but you were, you were chilling over there in the real world with us. If we would have known
because the procedure never happened because it was never paid in full.
Right, but
and I told them,
Pookie, but you're not listening. You're not listening to me. That's what you had told Fish and them, that you had the procedure.
No, I talked to them, and it didn't even go through.
Let me get him here because because all of them had stated, because that's why they were asking me. That's why they were asking me, because they hadn't heard from you or seen you since the day they had asked you how did the procedure go.
The baby and everything.
Right. Right. That was the same day that you had told them that you had went to Dallas to get the procedure.
But one moment, because I'm not sure if y'all paying attention to the audience. So Glam just said, Pookie, if you want, you can call me and I'll send you the people that cover procedures and help you with it.
Okay, Glam.
So look like you got some assistance right there in that aspect.
And Bella, I think I did hear you say the 2, because that was correct.
Thank you, girls.
I think sorry, go ahead, Pookie. I just heard you talking. You and Realist talking when I came in. You said picking on a sick lady, them taking it to court. I was told that it wasn't even her.
No, I was talking because that's what we just listened to the clip of Ajai, and that's what she was saying. Like, basically she was making it seem like now we was all picking on the sick lady, but now you come up to my panel and I was like, Pookie, you finna be on the docket, and then Hippie was like, mute up, real, and then he started speaking to you as my attorney, and you was responding, and you knew what was up, and everything was cool, was it not?
Who said? Hold on, you weren't saying nothing real. You weren't even talking. You was looking so serious. You weren't saying nothing.
So I didn't say you gonna be on the docket soon as when you first requested up. I didn't say that.
If you said that, I didn't hear you, but you wasn't saying nothing. You looked like you was real serious. And he said, Pookie, it ain't real. It was not real. He kept saying that. Did he not? He said,
thank you, Ghost, for supporting the panel. Thank you. Yeah, Realist, you missing these gifts, girl. They're beautiful as fuck.
I'm so sorry. Thank y'all so much for the gifts. I do keep missing it. Sorry. I did say that to everybody that was in there, and I was smiling and everything like, yeah, Pookie, you're on the docket. Because I already knew what the fuck was up, and I knew I wanted to take you to court after Nene had just came back and said she had already talked to FOE about it. FOE was your first home anyway, so why wouldn't you feel comfortable having court in FOE?
And I never changed that. I never changed that. I never changed that stance. Even y'all would say that often, and I never changed that stance.
So how
We
on earth is
fine.
that a turf where you would be jumped?
I never said I wasn't. So who said
I
that?
know. So that's what I'm saying. So
So why do y'all
how
be?
on earth could AJ come to that conclusion?